M3 podcast. As usual, it is myself, Davis, and Jayden. Today we are doing a thing as usual. You know, we got the Jayden's Game Corner going on.
A thing as
We
usual,
realized
you
that
say?
the what
You said a thing as usual.
things as usual,
Things as usual.
whatever things as usual.
Anyways,
We noticed that the iPhone 11 launched, so we're gonna be talking about that a little bit. As you should know by now, both of us are not Apple fans, but maybe there's some things that are a little bit interesting about it that
yeah,
will,
I like
yeah.
an apple from time to time. You know, they're good, delicious fruits. I like apples.
You're not or oranges. You'd rather go with an
I'd
orange
rather go with an
occasionally
apple
too.
than an orange.
But and then basically on that note, that goes into the new segment that we're going to be going into called Would You Rather. It's a little game that Jayden kind of thought up of that we're going to see how it works and have a little bit of fun, hopefully.
Just a disclaimer: I do not own Would You Rather copyright. That's not a thing. I did not create this game. I just have a few scenarios. We have one or two, and if people like it, then we'll keep going with it. But if you guys don't like it, fuck you. We're probably gonna keep doing it anyways.
Probably going to do it anyway.
Because it's fun. Would you rather are so much fun. But anyways, shall we get into the first bit of news?
Absolutely, good sir.
Okay, so let's start off with the kind of sad news and the kind of like angry news and stuff like that. Then we'll get into the weird stuff, and then we'll get into the real good stuff. How does that sound?
Alrighty then. Hopefully we don't go crying our pants off or anything like that.
Nope, nope. Some of these are just plain hilarious. Some of these are plain weird. So the first one we
Okay.
have, yeah, there's a famous Twitch streamer, sorry, that goes by the name
Ninja.
of Shroud. Nope, you're close. So his name is Shroud. He used to be a huge PUBG and CS:GO player. He played Fortnite for a little bit, and then he moved on to Apex. So he quit PUBG, and then I think he moved over to Apex. I haven't really been keeping up with him, but
Went from one open world, what is it called, battle
Battle
royale
Royale.
game to the next.
Yeah, exactly. They basically just did that. So he moved over, and he's had a lot of success, you know, because good streamers have all that success. Um, but Shroud rage quits Apex Legends and calls it PUBG all over again because there is a clip on his Twitch page that's basically him. I don't know what the clip is. I'm just gonna play it right here, but I don't know how this is lag or anything, but he calls it a ton of lag. I can't really see it too much, but he calls it there's so much lag and he rage quits on the spot after he gets killed. Even though he still can technically win the game because there's 6 squads left, he just rage quits. He's like, I'm done. I don't want to play this anymore. I give up. This game is PUBG all over again. Never playing this again until this is fixed. So, wow, what a surprise! EA's game is failing once again. But then again, this is actually not EA. This is Respawn, I think. Is it
Mhm.
Respawn? Something like that. I don't remember. That's how long ago I played Apex. But anyways, apparently Apex Legends, they've had lag spikes in the past, but apparently none were as bad as this. And it's not just him that's facing it, because my first thought was, wow, it's probably him, isn't it? Like, it's
Yeah,
probably just him. But no,
just a
it's
shitty internet connection.
exactly, right? So everyone thought it was, I just thought it was a shitty internet connection. But nope, there's a ton of people that are tweeting about it. Even someone compared it to the sloth from Zootopia. It's like playing
Oh,
on,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
so playing on Apex servers is like that. So, you know, it's a really interesting time, I will say that. But I don't know. What are you gonna do about that? You kind of just have to boycott the game and just be like, cool. If you didn't already quit for like the $180 axe or whatever there was in that game, might as well, you know, quit because of the lag and because they're not putting enough content and they're not putting enough care into this game and there's a ton of lag and stuff that's been there for a while. So
Is it still a free to play, like technically to download and to play, not buying any shit,
yeah,
but it's still technically a free to play?
yep, it's still technically free to play. Yeah.
Okay, so then how much rage can you really? Yes, it would be a piss off, especially as a pro gamer that's playing that. That's a major piss off, of course,
Hmm.
and everyone hates lag, and that's even myself saying. Like I'm not a huge gamer, but even playing, like Call of Duty and there's a ton of lag is super fucking annoying.
Yep.
But you
There you
can
go.
tone it down 10-20% because it is a free game.
Yep.
That's my one thing on that, basically.
Hmm.
But I do agree. But yeah, like I'm like 80%, 85%, 90% with you. There's
There,
just that little bit of like, okay, you don't need to whine that much.
there's a difference.
There's
Yeah, I feel like there's a difference between a free to play game from a small indie studio and a free to play game from a giant studio. Because the giant studio is going to be looking to take your cash, and they probably will put out enough effort to be like, yeah, we can make this game fine. Like, we can fine balance this. We can tune it up. We can make sure it plays well. But when you see this, it's kind of just like, what are you guys doing over there? Are you guys just like swimming in money? Like, what are you guys doing? Obviously, you aren't like having any good drinks because apparently you're all fucking drunk and you're just not even paying attention to what's happening anymore. So the drinks of celebration you had, they're a little premature. They're a little bit too much.
Well, what has like the heads of Apex, have they said anything about this yet?
I'm assuming they're like, oh yeah, we'll fix it, or they haven't said anything at all. So far as I've seen, nothing. So,
well, how long has this been going on?
This article was from March 11th, 2019.
Oh shit! So it's been going on for a while.
Yeah, I think so. I think this has been going on for a while. So, I don't know. I just thought it was funny, and I think the clip is actually pretty funny, and it kind of explains itself. But yeah, Apex, fix your shit. Nobody's gonna want to play this game if the lag is still going on. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Not that I really care too much about it.
Yeah,
so,
you're not an Apex player.
Nope.
I get. Yeah, I've never even played the game.
Nope. Don't bother touching it. Don't touch it.
I need to delete it off my hard drive of my PlayStation because it's literally just sitting there doing nothing.
Yep. Save your hard-earned space for something else. Let's move on to the next thing. Still talking about EA, but this is a congratulations to EA because guess what?
What?
EA.
It's possible?
No, it's possible. It's possible to congratulate them on something. It's to congratulate them on fucking up so bad you got put into the Guinness Book of World Records because of your shitty game. This is not a joke. Guinness World Records had just gave them an award. They gave them a Guinness World Record for, and I quote, Battlefront 2's awful grind wins, because they made a Reddit post on Reddit that was like, so I want to play as this character. Like, how am I going to go about that? They said the classic line is, we want you to feel accomplished and feel progression by buying these packs, basically.
Oh my god.
So the backlash from that, when I first saw it, it got like 375,000 downvotes instantly on Reddit. Now it's 683,000. So let's read the Guinness World Record because it just showed up and it's absolutely hilarious. Most downvoted comment on Reddit, an official post by video game publisher Electronic Arts responding to players' complaints about having to unlock characters such as Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker in Star Wars Battlefront 2 2017 through loot boxes, has 683,000 downvotes.
In the shortest amount of time, I'm guessing.
This is over the course of 2 years, but this is just because it's the biggest downvote in history. I don't think anything comes nearly close to that. So it wasn't a time thing. It's literally just a fact that it has the biggest downvote of all time.
Yeah, you're in the world records there, Guinness. Or EA, good job.
What I want to do now is I want to take this image and I want to post it on Reddit and say, can we outdo EA so EA doesn't have their shitty name in a world record book? Let us downvote this post to 1 million. So then, cool. Nobody will care if it's me on there. Everyone will care that it's EA because EA is like, oh, I'm in the Guinness World Record book. Like, we hold a world record. The funny thing is, they probably put that on that plaque or whatever, that portrait, on the wall and just say, if you ever wonder what EA is all about, it's this. And they have like 18 arrows pointing to it. That's probably what they've done.
Just to show that's again a world record, but it's in a very tiny small print for what the world record actually.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly, right?
Just to trick people.
They just take the official sticker and just put it on their own thing, just like, yeah, we did it. Woo! Like, I don't even know how you could possibly be like on the Star Wars team and just be like, yeah, this sucks. Like, how can you be there and just be like I need a job, but like, if you're a talented game developer, go join an indie company. Go be like, yeah, I am really a big asset for you guys. And then make an incredible game. And just like, cool, we made this thing. It's basically Star Wars Battlefront 2, but it's not Star Wars. It's made out of this own universe. Maybe that becomes its own thing. Maybe you make the next Star Wars. Quit that job. Quit it. Like, stop.
Yeah. Even if it's a shitty game, most people hate it. It's still more easily said than done.
Mm-hmm.
As like you have to support your life and family and make money. So it's definitely it's not just the developers like job to do that, or it's not their decisions per se. It's like
Yeah.
it's the heads that are doing it, right?
Yeah.
So
So why are you like it? I know it sucks because I know how it is to be under shitty management. Uh, Not really so much currently, but in the past I've had really shitty management, and I know how hard it is to like stick it out. But sometimes it does get better. But I don't think with EA it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna get better at all.
yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Let's move on to the next thing. This one's kind of sad. So everyone knows GameStop, the beloved gaming uh, seller, the gaming retailer with all these games that you can buy for $80, and then you can try selling it back to them right away, and they'll only give you $10.49. So, um, GameStop is closing hundreds of stores as it continues its quote-unquote reboot. So apparently, according to GameStop, out of its 5,700 stores worldwide, 95% of them were profitable the past quarter. And they're just trimming a little bit. 180 to 200 closures are just the beginning of the much larger plan that will see even more closures over the next 2 years. So basically what they're saying is, yeah, we're going bankrupt. We're trying to make the best of the situation by making it look pretty. But because the online market is, yeah, I would much rather buy a $200 hard drive so I don't have to keep going to the store rather than buying the game and just being like, cool, I have to wait 8 years to download this, and I have to go to the store and stuff like that, on top of getting the hard drive as well, because you're probably going to need the hard drive space. Like, what's the point of going to get a physical copy? Because the only reason you get a physical copy is to download the game.
Yeah, exactly. You always have to download like updates and everything as soon as it comes in anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You have to install games, which is stupid because I remember, like, back in the day, Xbox 360 never had this problem. If you wanted to be like, hey, you want to come over? Can you bring Halo Reach? Yeah, sure. I'll bring over Halo Reach. It takes like 5 minutes of updates if you want to play online. You're not going to play online? That's totally fine. Go through the campaign without any updates. You can go on your way within less than 10 minutes. And that's like a long shot.
Yeah, exactly. Just start the game and just play. Yeah, like, because that happened to me when I was playing Spider-Man. I was playing and it took probably a couple, like 2 hours or so just to for it to download and update and everything like that. Like, in the long run it was fun because it was worth it because the game was super fun, but it was like, okay, I have the physical copy here.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, what happens if you have a PlayStation, for example, and you don't have an internet connection for whatever reason? Like, how are you supposed to download a game and updates if you don't have internet? Like, if you even just single player games.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
super annoying about it.
It's like, that's the annoying thing, but I can see the future going digital, and I like seeing the future going digital because it just means all of these cases and stuff that are here, I can just get rid of them. I don't need the space for them. Like, it's nice because it leaves a lot of room, and like, especially with the PS5 and the Xbox Scarlet coming out, these bad boys are probably going to be able to download games in less than half an hour, I would probably say, if specs are right, as long as you have a decent internet connection, of course. Because I'm assuming, hopefully within the next like 50 years or so, every single place will have fiber internet. So it'll be like, boom! Yeah. You have Shaw, it's like 1 like gigabit per second download, not 1 megabyte per second. Fuck you, Shaw. But anyways, like, that's...
Well, considering there's so many things that are just like... They're like, the civilization is literally just staying like comfortable, like with all the like streaming services and like home delivery services for like food, and you can get like prescription drugs delivered to your house now. Like, you literally, they're making it so you like don't have to leave your house at all anymore.
Physical places are a thing of the past, basically. You don't need to go to a movie theater to go see a movie anymore and get like... The only reason I would go to see a movie anymore is because A, I have 10 free movies because of my Visa, and my scene card. And
Mhm.
B, I want that movie theater fucking popcorn, dude.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I love it. It's so good. When I was working there, I would go home every single day with popcorn, without fail. The fact I'm not 8,000 pounds right now is something to be marveled at. But that's beside the case. Let's go back on track. Like,
Alrighty then.
movies are gonna be streamed now. Disney Plus is coming out with their own thing. Netflix is becoming its own thing. By the way, speaking of Netflix, just a quick little tangent. Did you hear they're gonna add ads to Netflix?
No.
They're apparently within the next year or so, they're gonna have like ads, which is dumb.
Ugh. You're
Yeah,
already spending money on it anyway.
yeah, and they already increased the price, didn't they?
Well, I know it's 14 a month for like 4 accounts or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So what the
Yeah.
fuck, dude? That's so much bullshit. But you know, it you don't
To
need
pay
to
for the
movies.
Netflix originals.
Yeah, there you go. And then the last thing is food, because you can get groceries. You can get, like David said, you can get groceries. You can get food itself, like cooked meals, and you can get medicine and prescription drugs delivered to your house. The only thing that's basically not being delivered to your house is a new education.
No,
That's
you can do that at home too. You can. There's so many websites you can literally just watch. You can learn a a new career. Maybe not like a labor job or something, but you can
mhm.
learn like an editing job or a photography job or something like that. Well, you would still have to kind of to capture the images, but to learn it, you do it at home, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So like, there's just and the only thing if you unless you want human interaction, you
hmm
don't have to leave your house.
Yeah, there you go. Like it's and you don't even need that because with like look, we're interacting with
Yeah,
headsets on
exactly.
literally. So I can like it's probably going to be a fact that most of these like places are just going to be giant warehouses. Like Amazon is going to be completely fine
Oh
until
fuck yeah.
and especially like car companies are going to be fine because they're still going to make a shit ton of money off of an unnecessary car. Um Grocery stores probably won't go out of business because they'll be delivering and stuff like that. It'll mostly focus on delivering, except for like the few people that go out from time to time. uh, Drive-throughs will basically be the normal, and like sit
Oh,
in
they already
restaurants
are.
basically won't. Yeah, exactly
Mhm.
right. I see more people going through the drive-through than I see people going in. So when I'm like, hey, let's go for like A&W or something, and I see 8 cars in the drive-through, I'm just like, yeah, can I
Nope.
just like go, like let's just go in. And like usually I'll be with Shannon, she'll be like, I don't want to go in. It's like, hey, fine, I will go in, order the food, and come back out, and then we'll
Yeah.
look back at the line. It's like, wow, only one car moved up.
Yeah.
We're pretty good at this.
Anyway, we want to continue away from the rabbit hole that
Yeah,
we jumped
sorry.
down.
Yeah, sorry. But anyways, I'm not surprised that GameStop is closing down. Like the video game market is going digital and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But it's kind of sad because I still like going in and seeing that stuff. Like I still have that like a Sekiro Shadows Die Twice poster. I was like, that's really not something I bought, but it is something cool that they offer there, like all of the memorabilia and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I'd rather not go to Walmart just because they're gonna have a generic taste. Like GameStop has like a pretty decent taste on what they have,
Mhm.
and they have like a lot of cool stuff. So I hope they can stay in business literally for me to just like loiter in. But other than that, I could really care less considering I just bought Borderlands 3 on my Xbox.
Yeah,
Literally. I don't
like I I go into like EB Games like when I'm in the mall, just kind of walking around just to see what there is, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll pick up a game or something new. Then I look at the yeah $80. I'm
mhm.
like, nope. But that's just again, I'm not a gamer, so that's why I'm not spending the money on
Yeah.
it.
The only thing that I buy the only new game that I've bought so far is Borderlands, which we'll get to in a little bit cuz Borderlands hype. Woo woo. So
Yeah.
Borderlands is coming out soon. Um, Other than that, I buy like older games that I can no longer get. Like I got a game called Saints Row 1. It was $5 at GameStop. I'm like,
That's
how can I like not
yeah, that's a
take
good
this?
deal.
And the only reason I bought it, even though it's such an old game, was because I played Saints Row 2, 3, and 4, and I loved them, and I've watched all of the cutscenes for Saints Row 1 like at least 3 times.
Mm.
Because I love
Yeah,
watching just the cutscene.
yeah, you're a Saints Row boy.
Fanatic.
Yeah.
Gangsta. But anyways, yeah, speaking of like gaming going to the net and stuff like that, I just wanted to quick interject this. I completely just it flew by me. Nintendo Online for like 8 people is like $60 a month. Meanwhile, Xbox and PlayStation, it's $60 for a year for, or sorry, Nintendo is $60 for 8 people for a year,
Hmm.
and Xbox and PlayStation is $60 for a year, but for one person. Doesn't that seem
What do you,
ridiculous? Or
what do you
60 or
mean
80?
just one person? Because like you can play on. Oh no, but even on PlayStation, yeah, you have to have your own account
Yeah, you have
because
to.
you could do like split screen or something.
Yep. Which seems kind of dumb, because like
Hmm.
I don't know
Yeah.
how. And Nintendo, like on top of that, they have like an amazing online service called NES, like a Nintendo Entertainment Service.
Hmm.
What it is basically a bunch of old games, and I added a ton of new ones. It's a bunch of old NES games like Mario Golf, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, I think is on there. Um, like I think they're adding the old Mario Kart, Zelda, old sports games like Tecmo Bowl, like shit like that is on there, and that's a lot of fun for me. So I was
Hmm.
playing a few of those, and I'm like, yeah, $60 for a year for 8 people, by the way. So every single person that jumps onto that is like, cool, give me $10 and it's fine.
Yeah, that way you can still do your party games and everything like that. Like, so does that? But okay, I don't get because if you're playing like a party game, you'd be playing like solo, like in the living room with all your friends or whatever.
Yeah,
Not,
like that
but
doesn't count as online. Like online
yeah. So
meaning
what?
like online meaning playing against other people online.
Yeah.
So
So okay, but I get it. That's like what's going on.
mhm.
But why up to 8 people? Because you can only go maximum 4 people on a screen at a single screen at a time.
No, like for different accounts. So so
So
like
okay, that makes more sense.
yeah, so I have my buddy Tuna who lives across town from me. He's signed up on this plan. I just had to enter in his email. Boom, he has online for free now basically.
Okay, cool. I
That's
get you.
yeah, there you go. I got it. There you go. So yeah, like that shit's ridiculous because Xbox and PlayStation are just basically taking free money while Nintendo is like, cool, here's $60 for 80 accounts. And I remember Xbox did this a long time ago when they were on top with
Hmm.
Xbox 360 because they came out with a deal. It was like a family plan. It was like $120 for 4 accounts for a year of Xbox Live Gold membership.
Hmm.
And everyone was like, that's sick. My family really enjoyed that because we used to pay like $80 for one account. Now I was like,
Hmm.
cool, let's do 120 but for 4 accounts. So my dad had one and me and my brothers had one. So we had 4 accounts.
Hmm.
And once that fell apart, it was like, well, okay, we have to pay for our own accounts. But by that point, all of us were on computer anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. But anyways,
Yeah.
Xbox and PlayStation, lower your shit so we can buy more games to play on your platform,
Yeah.
bastards. Speaking of games that came out on platforms, Gears 5 came out. Haven't touched it yet. Apparently, it's getting really big reviews and knocked down Fortnite as one of the most played games.
Yeah, you were hyped about that.
Like Gears
Cause
5?
yeah, cause you were you've never played it, but you said it looked fun.
It looks pretty cool, and I saw a gameplay video a while ago, and I was like, dang, this actually looks pretty cool. I'm really interested in this. So I haven't tried it yet because I've been playing like Spyro, Pokemon Ruby, and stuff like that on stream. So
On twitch.tv/Jayden.
there you go. I didn't even have to advertise.
I threw the shadow.
Hell yeah, there you go. That's my boy. Okay. Let's move on into this is gonna be some weird shit. One of them's fucked up weird shit. The other one is uh it's a good weird shit. So the first one is a Pokemon one. Speaking of Pokemon, the title of this is give into your carnivore instincts and eat Pokemon in Sword and Shield.
Yes.
So apparently, there was like a long time ago in the anime, Ash quoted, "Farfetch'd makes a delicious meal, especially when cooked with leek. Because of this, Farfetch'd is nearly extinct." So, however, in the recent Pokemon Sword and Shield trailer from this week's Nintendo Direct, we were introduced to 2 new Pokemon. One of them being like a bird, and the other one being a teapot ghost.
A teapot ghost.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
They
Unfortunately,
already have a chandelier ghost.
he or she could be the next poor Pokemon in fear of extinction. This is a shocking statistic that is sure to send waves through the Pokemon community. In the recent Pokemon Sword and Shield trailer, we learned of a few of new features such as more in-depth character customization feature, as well as having the ability to cook up recipes with 3 other real-world players as an in-game camp, such as being able to make curries. So could Poltergeist share the same curry-fueled fate as Farfetch'd? So it's basically just poking fun at it, but like We can eat Pokemon. We're gonna be cooking Pokemon because there's
I think.
nowhere else you get the meat from.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think they're just talking about like. Yeah, that's like the joke about it is that, or the fact that they didn't go into full detail about what quote unquote you're cooking or making the meal of. So it's
Exactly.
so it's people reading into it, being like, "Oh shit, you're
Yeah.
gonna." Yeah,
Exactly. So
I think the Staryu is a little crunchy for my taste.
I prefer Snorlax. Get all the fat bits.
Yeah,
It's all just juicy, juicy
I'm
big
trying
boy.
to eat this ghastly. I can't eat my ghastly.
Yeah.
Why is it not cutting through?
no, no leaving the table until you finish your oddish. God, this is so
Oh,
messed up. Let's stop talking about this. Let's
this
stop.
Pikachu is
No, no.
dang, ah!
Pikachu meat is a real thing. Pikachu meat is a real thing, apparently. It's like
Well, he is based off of a rat.
he's based off a rat. Did you know we have something in our bodies called Pikachurin?
What? No.
It's like it's something to help combat diseases and stuff. Let me Google this real quick. But yeah, we have something in our body called Pikachurin, which is based on the Pokemon. It's a dystroglycan interacting protein, which has an essential role in the precise interactions between the photoreceptor ribbon synapse and the bipolar dendrites. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe you should do more research than just one page.
It's on Wikipedia. This is the one page I just need. This is the only page I need.
Oh yeah, Wikipedia is the best source for everything, eh?
It's a reliable source, man. Teachers lied to us. But yeah, basically, it's a protein. So, hell yeah, we have Pikachurin in our bodies.
I would do more research on that.
It's true. Like, it's a legit thing. Like, Pikachurin is a legit thing. It's like classified as a protein. It's been in scientific journals and stuff like that. This is not just a joke. This isn't like something I'm reading off of Reddit. This is literally a thing.
Oh, okay.
It's also known as an AGRINL and EGF like fibronsin type 3 and laminin G like domain containing protein is a protein that humans is encoded by the AGFLAM gene. It's not fake, dude. It's a real thing. So
Fair enough.
do your research. But anyways,
You're the one who brought it up.
anyways, let's move on into something really cool. Davis, I think I'll like this a little bit. So the new Doom game is coming out soon. And Doom being one of the most badass games ever is about killing aliens, kicking ass, or not killing demons in the most brutal way possible, and kicking ass to rock out like heavy rock music. There's something to drink with that now. It's officially licensed bone vodka. It's real vodka made with real bones from hell. Okay, that part's not real. We've teamed up with Rebel Distillers to create Doom Bone Vodka. So apparently, this is just vodka. I don't know if it's actually made out of bones. Marrow is extracted from beef bones.
Marrow, probably.
Yep, there you go. Marrow is extracted from beef bones that have been roasted and smoked and is macerated in a neutral grain alcohol. It's then distilled at a low temperature in a vacuum still, resulting in a dry, earthy start, an umami and buttery feel on the tongue, and a finish that's smoky and peppery.
That would sound more interesting to me if it was whiskey, because I am not a vodka guy.
I am not a vodka guy either. I would prefer it as a rum, but vodka makes sense because it's like a hardcore kind of alcohol. Like, so it totally makes sense. But the fact that they have it is just so cool. Like, it's definitely going to be on every single Doom player's shelf if they're over the age to drink. Drink responsibly. Don't do drugs. But anyways, I thought that was just cool. I would definitely get a bottle.
That's just like for people that know UFC, Conor McGregor has what are you doing?
I just have like an amazing idea. I'm just waiting for you to finish.
Oh, okay. Conor McGregor has his own alcohol. Letterkenny, you can actually in the east, like in Ontario, and further east, you can actually buy Letterkenny Puppers beer slash whiskey.
Yeah.
So there are other it makes sense. There's other companies that do things that are already known.
Yeah, there
And
you
I'm
go.
just gonna continue talking just to bug you because I know that you have something that you want to say. So I'm just gonna say that there's this and that
That
and there's that and the other thing.
fuck you. Dude, the only thing I was gonna say, it takes like 10 seconds. Yeah, there you go. Here, I got one for you.
Oh.
It's one of these. Heart.
Anyway.
Anyways, the only thing I was gonna say was in an old loot crate a long time ago, I got these Doom shotgun shell shot glasses. I had to get this, put them in the Doom shotgun glasses, and boom! It's Doomception with vodka.
Fair enough.
Let's
Oh,
move on.
another way. I think you can actually buy Dornish wine too from Game of Thrones. I think.
Ooh.
I think I heard about that. I might be
Is
wrong.
that true?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Let me Google that real quick.
Yeah, I think I heard that somewhere on. It was on like Peter Dinklage's Instagram a while back when Game of Thrones like season 6 or 7.
Okay, Game of Thrones wines. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. Look at that. So, I guess I know what to get someone for their birthday. So
Thanks.
I was actually thinking of another friend, but I was also thinking of you too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm like my birthday passed already.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a while. You'll forget.
Merry Birthmas again.
Yeah.
It's a late birthday present. There you go.
Anyway.
Anyways, let's move on to the next topic. So this one's a little bit controversial, and then we start getting into the cool stuff. So
do we ever have anything that's not controversial?
no, that's fake news. Nothing is not controversial. So Call of
Especially
Duty,
nowadays.
yeah, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Davis, I think you'll like this. Maybe confirms controversial customization feature. It's controversial because of the player base. So,
It?
call it. So
It or they.
it's not that kind of it.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like a physical object kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, what this basically said is there's one piece of information that was revealed. It was shown that weapon charms will be making a return in the upcoming title. So, basically, what this user is saying is this is just a filler to hide weapons underneath. When you're trying to get that new ACR via supply drops, you're going to be getting 1,000 weapon charms instead. When you finally get tired of opening supply drops and decide to play the game again, it's only going to piss you off when the first match you'll join, you'll be getting melted by that new gun you want so bad will never get. So, basically what this is saying is Call of Duty is adding more microtransactions, unfortunately. And basically, it's going to create an unbalanced system where someone who gets really lucky with their supply crates will get this new gun. Meanwhile, everyone else will get these shitty little little charms on the back of their guns that just don't do anything. Exactly.
Aesthetics, yeah.
It's just an aesthetic purpose that basically only you can see. Nobody else on the other team can see it, basically. Unless they're like, let me look in real close. That guy's got a cool charm.
Bang.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares about charms. So that's gonna make for some really interesting gameplay. Hopefully that doesn't mean that they're pushing the microtransactions a little bit further. Let's hope that they keep the gameplay balance and stuff like that. I probably won't buy the game unless it's just for the campaign, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, because like I remember, because I still go and play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like Call of Duty 4, the remastered version.
Yeah.
And I noticed like the remastered version, there are guns in the game that you didn't have in the original game for like PS3, Xbox 360.
Yep.
And people like you would either spend actual money to buy COD coins or whatever, or you could like go through and play the game and get like it's like a gear or whatever, and you buy those to get random things, and then you get extra, and then you have to buy the little cards
so on and so
or
forth.
whatever. Yeah. So you could grind out and try to save up all those little gears to get the actual better guns, but they're like at the very beginning, if you're only focusing on the original start guns like the M16, some of these you could keep this gun that you paid for right as you proceed, so you already start off with a better gun, which makes sense. But so if they're going through with this like randomizer thing, that's gonna probably be basically the same thing.
Well, it's kind of like NBA or FIFA or anything like that. If you have all of these shitty players on your team, but you went against someone who spent $100,000 and got all of the good players on their team, will that be very fun? No, it won't. Like, I would much rather like be able to, if I have to buy the gun, I would rather spend $3 on it than spending 300. So
Well, yeah, no shit.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know. It just seems like a cash grab from Activision, which is bad. Bad Activision.
Stop
Bad.
going down the route of EA.
Exactly.
Don't
Stop.
follow their path.
Yeah, stop following this greedy bullshit. The only games that are allowed to be greedy are card games because that physically requires you to pay for all of the cards, which kind of sucks. But anyways, let's move on from this, shall we? Let that put a really bitter taste in my mouth.
Okay.
Let me grab some refreshing H2O real quick. All right, next Funko. Everyone loves Funkos. I love Funkos. I have.
You're a fan of, yeah.
How many do I have? I have 10. I have 10 Funkos up there.
And I'm 0.
And I'm gonna add more. Here's why. Boom. Funko launches Spyro, Ripto, and Gnasty Gnorc pop figures. So there were already Crash Bandicoot ones, and now there's Spyro. And I must say, I don't like the Spyro as much as Ripto and Gnasty Gnorc, but I still like it. Like, I wish Spyro looked a little bit more different, but it looks cool still, and I totally would buy them because I've been playing I played literally the game case that I held up was this one, Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I 100%ed the first game, and I'm beating the second game, and then I'll beat the third game right after, and then I'll go back and 100% it all. So I'm excited as fuck for this game. But like, I really want these, and these just seem super cool. I'm a little disappointed by Spyro, but the rest seem pretty cool.
Do you know that you can get pops at Dollarama now?
Can you?
Yeah,
No.
they're most likely not super popular ones because I don't really know. Like, I've seen them. I know what the pops are, and I kind of want to get the Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes ones, like Jane Silent Bob. But yeah, I saw I was in Dollarama yesterday, and I saw, Dollarama, and I saw pop figures. I don't know which ones, so they're probably not super iconic characters, but yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
They're probably like in the higher range. They're probably like $3 or $4.
Yeah, well,
which is high. We're just like the high range stuff for Dollarama.
Might have to go check those out then.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy some pop figures. Maybe they're like clearance pop figures.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know which ones they are, but you can get them.
I see for pop figures, they came out with a few Pokemon ones of the original starters.
Squirtle, Charmander, and
Bulbasaur.
And Bulbasaur.
Yeah, I keep seeing
slash Pikachu, if you kind of count him or not.
Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. If you count it from Pokemon Yellow, but I keep looking for the Charmander one. Can't find it. All I can find was like one Bulbasaur at 2 GameStops I found. One. I'm like, where are the rest of them? And I don't bother to ask an employee because I know for a fact they probably aren't there. So,
yeah.
I'm like, whatever. It's probably my fault that I don't ask for it, but fuck it. It's not like I need them anyway, so.
It's because Charmander's the most popular.
Yeah.
So.
Charmander's most popular. Bulbasaur is the least popular, which is ridiculous because I think Venusaur is like the second strongest starter.
Depends on how you play the game.
Like, he has a really good start to the first 2 gyms, and then after that he kind of falls off. I think Blastoise is the best stat-wise, and then I think Charmander has the hardest start, but I think he has the best end. But we'll see how that goes. Let's move on. So, do you remember a guy named Reggie from Nintendo America?
No.
So Reggie used to be the president of Nintendo America. So he used to be basically like the executive that would make all the decisions. Okay. So he retired, and now he's going back to school. He announced on Twitter, Reginator is going back to school. Cornell Dyson just announced that I will be their inaugural leader in residence. Looking forward to teaching and mentoring during this upcoming academic year. Great way for me to give back at Cornell and ACALS. So apparently he's going back to Cornell University in New York, which is the Cornell's University's Dyson School of Applied Economics and Management. So he's going back to school, but as like a mentor.
Yeah, as a teacher.
Yeah. So odds are.
How you said that, it made it sound like he was going back to get his college degree.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was like. It's clickbait, dude. It's clickbait. But anyways, yeah, he's going back to. So you might see the former Nintendo president Nintendo of America president, sorry, in your college classes, just being like, hey, I'm here as in like a mentor, or you might see him if you're in residence and stuff like that. So everyone was like, wow, this is amazing. I'm gonna apply to New York. So I bet they have like a billion applications because they're like, I want
Just
to
to,
pick me. I want to do it. I want to be with Reggie. So yeah, I thought that
that's
was pretty
neat.
fun.
Yeah, like you said, that was total clickbait too.
It,
Like, like just how, especially because of how you read it and how you said it out loud too. It was like he's going back to school, like,
yeah.
and then it was like, oh, then it was like, he wants to actually start reading.
To be fair, the literal title of this is Reggie Fils-Aime, which is his last name, returning to former college in teaching role. So I just added the clickbait.
Oh, you said it in a clickbaity way.
Gotcha. Just wanted to prank you. Anyways, let's move on to the next topic.
I'm still pranked.
Pranked, bro.
About someone that I don't even know who he is.
You got pranked, bro. Okay, let's move on to something I was really excited about. Let's move on to something I was really excited about. Big new Xbox One console features are announced. So,
oh, of course they're stoked about that.
oh, of course. Oh, excuse me. Ew. Wow. Jayden's excited for Xbox stuff. Oh, yeah,
what a surprise.
Ew. Oh, wow. Do you get that reference?
Ian and Anthony from Smosh?
No, it's a Chris Brown song featuring Drake, and Chris Brown is like, "Oh, I have this," and Drake is just like, "Ew, wow." So they made a bunch of memes about him. It didn't last too long. It was like a day. There's like when someone says they have 20/20 vision, people with glasses, ew, wow.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
got him. Davis is sad. It's just like, damn, he really called me out on that one. Taps it. Anyways, let's move on. So the first thing that Xbox is adding is a wish list notification. So most game retailers and online stores and stuff like that, they have wish lists. So if something goes on your wish list, if you're like, hey, I do all of my shopping here, it's my birthday or it's Christmas coming up, here's my wish list, this is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so now they're adding wish list notifications. So like, say you want to buy, let's name a game, Borderlands 2. Pardon?
Halo Reach.
Halo Reach. Let's say you want to buy Halo Reach on the game store. So let's say it's $29.99 right now. You're waiting for a sale. You put it on your wish list. If it goes on sale, you get that notification, and that notification will basically just say, yeah, it's on sale. Buy it now, basically, which is really cool. So now it ensures that you're not going through a ton of different like sales every single day. You're not going through like the Microsoft store every single day just to find the game that you really want. The next thing is Mixer and Xbox are further integrating. So with a new Mixer viewing experience built right into the dashboard that focuses on speed and simplicity. According to Microsoft, this will mean viewers no longer have to navigate to a separate app to enjoy their favorite streamers. To accompany this, more control over capturing a game has been injected. The Allow Game Capture settings will have multiple options going forward, giving you a choice of what type of captures can be taken. More specifically, there will now be the options of captures by me or games, or don't capture. So basically what this is saying is they're promoting Mixer a little bit more. So let's say you want to watch Ninja, because, you know, Ninja's on Mixer, and I don't know literally any other personalities that are on Mixer. So you want to watch Ninja, he's on your dashboard. If he's live, you can basically just go straight from the dashboard. As soon as you turn that Xbox on, you go, boom, straight to his stream.
Click right into it.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes it a little bit better so you can watch your favorite streamers and stuff like that, which is really cool. I absolutely love that feature. The other thing is they're allowing more game capture stuff. So they're allowing different settings. So if it's game captures just by me, it'll filter that out instead of having it with the games, because sometimes the game captures that moment as well. So there you go.
That's neat.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Here's a few other things, of course. Microsoft was talking about the improvements being made to recent players. Apparently, they've made significant improvements to the recent players' experience. The service is now more reliable and allows you to connect with players instantly. You can now more quickly and easily engage with your recent players, whether you are sending a message, inviting players to party, or adding them to your friends list.
Hmm.
So basically what that's saying is if you found someone really cool in your Overwatch game and you want to add them later, you can
Yeah.
go into your recent players list, find them, add them, boom. And
Yeah,
then
exactly.
there you go. So that's really cool. They're building more of a community. I love that. Next thing, what we have is, oops. As for Xbox Game Pass, Microsoft is adding an option that will let Game Pass subscribers recommend games to their friends directly via the Xbox One console. So it's basically for people who are just like, yeah, I've been playing this game, I totally recommend it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's especially good for reviewers who have randoms added onto their friends list, like
Mhm.
that want to be like, yeah, I am playing this game. Why don't you play this game with me, right?
Mhm.
So, like, or you can play this game. This is a game I highly recommend.
Sending it directly to them instead of like putting it on like Twitter or something like that.
Yeah. Well, of course, people will put it on Twitter and stuff like that. But if you're on the
But
Xbox console and you're not on Twitter,
yeah,
there you go.
yeah, exactly what like. Yeah, it goes directly to like your followers or something instead of.
Yeah, because you can have followers on Xbox as well. It's not just
Mhm.
friends; it's followers as well.
Yeah.
Um, Apparently, Microsoft outlines some of the under hood improvement. Players can jump into their favorite games even faster. Um, we've added improvements based on your feedback to background game updates, resulting in players encountering the update required screen less frequently upon launching a title. So that's super cool. So that's basically
Yeah.
saying we're gonna update games more and more. You won't have to wait to play a game. If you say like your friend just was like, oh, the new update's out. Basically, hopefully that means your Xbox will already be updated, meaning you can get into your game faster with your friend.
Yeah.
So that's
That's
perfect.
good. Yeah, exactly. That everything to make it anything faster and better, right?
Yeah, there you go. Uh, so I'm excited for that. Apparently, all of these aren't live for everyone, and at the moment of the article being written, which was 5 days ago, uh, there hasn't been a release date for all of this, and it's unclear when anything will happen. So we will see. We will see what happens. Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically it. So Xbox is getting a ton of new stuff. Haven't heard too much about PlayStation, but if there is
You're
PlayStation stuff, I'll let you guys know if I see it.
you're not a PlayStation fanboy.
Not a PlayStation
Your
fanboy.
PlayStation is collecting dust.
Yep, exactly. It's sitting in my room waiting to be played, and I just give it the middle finger. I use it basically for Netflix when I'm doing a chore in my room. Like if I'm cleaning my room, I'll put something on. I will not play my PlayStation until Persona 5 Royal comes out.
Yeah.
And then I will touch that. I will bring it out here. I will swap out my Xbox. Like, I'm sorry. I had to do this via Xbox. I will stream Persona 5 Royal on that.
You,
If
you
I'm
have
allowed to, of course.
you have to do like a sad video, like just record yourself like taking unplugging the Xbox and be like the sad music and everything,
Mhm.
and just setting it off to the side, and you're being replaced just for now, but it's okay, you're being replaced.
It's like the Andy scene from Toy Story 2. I don't want to play with you anymore. Like literally that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna put the Xbox logo on top of it. I don't want to play with you anymore. And just the Xbox logo drops into it with like Nintendo Switch and a ton of other games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, ah, psych, I want to do that. And then it just like comes back into my hand.
Yeah, because it's only for Persona 5.
Only for Persona 5, really. Anyways, let's move on. Cyberpunk 2077 apparently will have multiplayer. That's basically all there is to it. According to this, they are recruiting for multiplayer. I don't know what this means. I don't know what it means recruiting for multiplayer because I just saw this tweet.
Mhm.
We'd like to confirm that multiplayer is in the works. If you feel like lending us your skills, apply. So if you guys see this tweet going on it with CD Projekt Red, if you
To
get
test
into it,
like the multiplayer beta.
I think I don't know if it's testing. I don't know if it's building. It's a jobs forum, so they need help. That's what they
Cool.
need. It's literally a jobs list. Like I'm on the website right now. I click the link.
From
It's the website. So game designer, junior FX artist, prop artist, lead game designer, PR and marketing, technical
if
stuff.
But yeah, well, might as well. Fuck, that'd be dope if you're a new game dev, you're just getting into it or whatever, and you have if you have skills, then whatever.
Hmm.
That's perfect.
There you go. Apparently, they're looking for people to work on Cyberpunk 2077, which could be one of the hottest games of next year, not this year.
You're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
That's like the highlight of the year.
Yeah, that's literally it. Keanu Reeves is the man of the year. If he doesn't get man of the year, I'm gonna be pissed. That's literally it. If he doesn't get man of the year, I'm gonna be cheesed. Okay,
Well, it's still probably gonna go to like Dwayne Johnson because everyone loves Dwayne Johnson still too.
it might be, it could be, Kevin Hart because of his car crash. I don't know if you heard about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's a terrible shame. Like, he got into a car crash and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't read any of the updates and stuff like that, but I hope he's doing well. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. Let's move on to the last two things we have. These are kind of movie related. The last one I saved for last because hype. Metro 2033 movie is announced. Premiere is set for 2022, which is actually kind of hilarious.
So they're doing a Samus Metroid movie?
Metro 2033, not Metroid.
What is this?
So Metro is a game series where basically nuclear war has made the top layer of the Earth uninhabitable because there's a ton of radiated monsters and stuff like that, and weather conditions. You can basically only go up with a gas mask, and at that point, if you do that, you're basically asking for death because nobody basically comes back from there alive. So everyone is in like train tunnels and stuff like that, and you're being hunted down. You're in this like really poorly run civilizations and stuff like that. You have to find gas canisters and buy bullets for money and do quests and stuff like that. There's even a strip club in one of the games. So if you want to just take a break and go see some titties, you can go see some titties. Literally just titties hanging out. Just titties hanging out. Literally.
Just like in GTA San Andreas.
Or GTA 5.
And GTA 5.
Yeah. I remember watching that on my Xbox, like playing that, and then I heard
God of War 3.
I would be watching that, and my parents would come downstairs, and it's just basically like I had the controller in my hand. I'd be like, "Get out of it!" And they're like, "What are you doing?" Nothing.
Basically porn. Yeah.
Yeah, basically porn.
I remember. Sorry to go down a little bit of rabbit hole on this, but it's just there's a part in God of War 3 where Kratos has sex with Aphrodite, but instead of showing the actual sex scene, it shows two women like playing with themselves, and there's still gameplay involved by having to hit the certain buttons.
It's a button mashing. Oh my god, that's so weird. But anyway,
that's a weird rabbit hole, I know, but it's just because you brought it up in
funny rabbit hole. Oh my god. Anyways, so Metro 2033 has a movie set for 2022. Perhaps as a way for the universe to offset the bad karma of the Uncharted movie losing its 5th director. I don't know how that's possible.
Because
the Russian media holding company Gazprom Media announced that it's working on a movie adaptation of Metro 2033, the original novel in the Metro series that also catalyzed the video game of the same name. Apparently, they started filming they plan to start filming in 2020, with the premiere being January 1st, 2022. So we're not going to be waiting that long. It's
based off of history of video game movies.
Shit.
What do you think? What do you think this is going to be? It's going to be terrible. Yeah.
Well, okay.
I heard The Last of Us was movies or TV show, one or the other. I think it's a movie. That's supposedly going to be really good.
Like this one, I can see them not fucking up because this movie is set in Russia. Or this game is, I think, set in Russia. So you're good there. You're starting off with a Russian media holding company. So good job, you did it. Second, it's based on like humans. So there's not many crazy special effects for the most part. I think you are fighting humans some of the time. You are going back and forth and fighting different rebellions and different governments and stuff like that. But I have no clue. I haven't fully completed a game yet. And like, it's based on guns and stuff like that. There will be monsters, and I don't know the story of it. I think the story is you're basically just trying to survive and find your family or something like that. I have no clue, but this could easily be an adaptation of someone else's story in the Metro 2033 universe, and it basically goes through the same movements as other characters and other stories, which could be really cool. So this could be like one of the first few video game FPS movies that turns out really well. And I say FPS because I was gonna say video game movies entirely, but Pokemon, Detective Pikachu basically blew
There,
all of that out of the water.
yeah, there's a few good ones. Like, I liked the Prince of Persia: Sands of Time movie. I liked the newest Tomb Raider movie.
The Tomb Raider one wasn't bad.
Yeah, especially well, yeah, the new one for sure, of
Yeah,
the
the new one.
remake of the Tomb Raider.
Hmm.
Yeah, but then you also have things like Assassin's Creed,
And
uh,
Hitman.
Hitman. Yeah, exactly. So
Uh,
anyway, that's a whole other discussion.
yeah. So that's just something to be excited about. Like I'm not gonna really keep tabs on it because it's a year and a half away,
Yeah,
but it does seem super cool.
before
Okay,
it even well, yeah, closer to two because you said it doesn't start shooting until 2020. So
yep, there you go. All right, the last topic we have for the gaming corner. Before we move on into the Apple bullshit, Borderlands 3, the game that comes out in basically 2 days because apparently it's being released our time at 10 p.m. on Thursday. So you know
okay,
what that means. I got 3 friends already for this, and I got 4 friends already for this. We're gonna go day one, like 10 p.m. Do a stream playing Borderlands 3 right off the bat. We're gonna go all night.
hmm
I'm literally going to the store tomorrow to stock up on energy drinks after work.
are you? Yeah, good thing you don't have to like go like goes back to what we were saying earlier. You don't have to go to like Walmart or UB Games or anything. You don't have to wait or like a day before or like
Mhm.
early in the morning for the store to open. You literally just have to have it downloaded onto your system.
Yeah, and the good thing about this was there's already pre-downloads. I'm pretty sure. Like I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure my game is already pre-downloaded on this console. So
It's
I
just
just
let me click into it.
Yeah, I'm literally just like, oh, this game is not available yet. This game is not available yet. This game is not available yet. What the fuck, Borderlands? Epic Games, you piece of shit, rat bastards. But, yeah, I've already seen reviews of this game. It's like, oh, it's a 9 out of 10. It's like, shut up. I'll be the judge of that. IGN, they gave like the Blair Witch game. I don't know if you saw or heard anything about that. People were giving it like 9s out of 10s, 10 out of 10s. It's like, I was scared by it, but that's because I'm a little pussy ass bitch and I get really scared. And like the ambiance was cool and stuff like that.
I love how you just straight up admitted that.
Dude, I suck. I suck with horror movies. I suck with horror games. Like I was playing Blair Witch, I wanted to cry. I was like, no, please stop making me do this. And like, I hated that game. It was like so boring. The most interesting character was a fucking dog. That's how boring this game was. The dog that
Okay.
doesn't talk, the dog that barely does anything. Just dog. That's how I describe that game. It's dog.
Okay.
So yeah, IGN gave that game like an 8, 9 out of 10 or an 8.8. They're like, it was pretty good. It's like you clearly don't know anything about video games because other reviewers such as myself and like Angry Joe, we gave that game 4 out of 10. It wasn't scary. It was really boring. It was repetitive garbage. The controls didn't make sense, so on and so forth. It was
Mhm.
just awful. So don't trust IGN. Trust someone else who knows anything about video games. Don't trust EA. Here's a few companies you shouldn't trust with Jayden. Um, you don't trust IGN. You don't trust EA. You don't trust Activision too much. You don't trust literally anybody. You don't trust literally any like not game developer. Sorry. You don't trust any game reviewer that is not like a YouTuber. Someone like Angry Joe or uh not Pro Jared, a few other different reviewers and stuff like that. You trust their word over these big corporations because big corporations think, yeah, if I gotta give this game a 9 out of 10, they're gonna pay me more. If I gave this game a 4 out of 10, this game sucks. We're not gonna get paid. Is essentially how it's
Mhm.
gonna be. But anyways, that's enough of that tangent. Borderlands 3. The director wants an anime adaptation of the game.
Yeah, cool.
And Borderlands 3 shared an interview with VG247 that he would love to see a zany video game series evolve from a gaming series into a large franchise that extends across all points of entertainment and beyond. However, you know what sounds more awesome than a Borderlands film adaptation? An anime adaptation, which Sage would love, which is the guy's name, director Paul Sage.
That
Uh,
way you still keep it similar style, like graphics and everything like that, instead of trying to do live action where it wouldn't look right because
yeah,
all the characters how they dress and stuff like that it'd be weird in real life compared to anime, which is like similar graphics
hmm
as what. Borderlands is.
Yeah, exactly. So you have that, and then a little bit later on, you have everyone's agreeing with this because I think it would be hilarious too, and you'd make a ton of money off it. A Borderlands theme park. Yes, I'll take a Borderlands theme park. I'm trying to think of what would be the most obvious ride that you would have. Would it be Claptrap's Cave? So that's what Paul Sage said. So we want to see the anime. We want to see the anime of Borderlands, and we want to see a theme park of Borderlands. I want to be jumped by a psycho in a Borderlands theme park. I want to
You
see.
just said that you're a total pussy, though.
Yeah, but that's funny. Like, it's funny. I want to see Shooty McShootface in the middle of the like main street. I literally want to see him just show me in the face, not the legs, not the arms, the face. Show me here, please. I just want it. Show me in the face. By the way, that's a literal quest in the game. If you shoot him in the face before he dies, he just says thank you, and then he falls over and he gives you a ton of cash from his dead body. So good, such a good game. Like, it's so much fun. There you go. Yeah, that's basically all I got.
Alrighty then.
There you go. That's good. Gotta like make a little. Gotta do like Looney Tunes. That's all, folks. Porky the Pig.
Yes.
All right. Let's move on to Davis's topic, which we both kind of heard a little bit about, but we both equally hate.
But okay, I haven't. To be honest, I haven't even fully gone into full like research or details of it yet.
Me neither.
Because yeah, I'm not gonna jump down and saying hate because
yeah,
the hardware of the phone. The big thing I don't like about Mac/Apple products is keeping everything together. You have to go with an Apple like phone, tablet, like computer for that's the big thing that annoys me about it.
You have to have everything the same, otherwise it doesn't work together.
Yeah, exactly. But what I've seen so far, basically the big thing about this is that is actually intriguing about. I was talking to a classmate of mine, Fahad. He's a big fan of Apple. He's complete opposite of me when it comes to technology.
I hate him already.
But he was talking to me like his phone like has 3 cameras on it, so it's like one you can do like 2 at the same time or something. Like I haven't gone into the full haven't done the full research of it yet, but it does look interesting based off of that at least.
It does look really interesting, I will say that. So apparently it's a new bionic chip. It's called the A13 bionic chip, which Apple touts as its fastest. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Who wrote this? 9to5mac.com? Do your shit! You proper English, please! Touts as its faster processor ever. That's not its fastest processor ever, as its fast or as the fastest processor ever.
Yeah.
As for battery life, the iPhone 11 packs 1 hour longer battery life than the iPhone XS, which is kind of sad. 1 hour, but you know, the 1 hour does make a difference. As far as colors, the iPhone 11 is available in 6 colors, which is pretty cool because iPhone colors, like we'll pop them up on the screen right now. They look pretty nice. I'll say that. White, black, white, red, purple, green, and yellow. So I'm not a big fan of some of these because they're not as bright as I would hope. I would definitely get the red one, probably.
Yeah, the red looks the red or the blue looks most interesting for sure.
Yeah. Wait, there's not a blue.
Well, oh no, I'm looking at the screen, not the backs. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoops. But yeah, red looks good. I would think blue would look way better though. I totally agree with you. Blue would be the best. iPhone 11 starts for $699 with 64 gigabytes of storage, which is $50 lower than the iPhone XR. This is bullshit considering the cloud. You should just buy Google storage and then you don't need memory on your phone ever.
Well,
for the most part. Sometimes I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on if you actually use download your music onto your phone instead of using like Spotify. How Spotify download to your phone is download to your account to your phone. You know, for example, compared to like music, like if you actually like my Spotify, I have over 600 songs on my Spotify. That would use up a decent, pretty good amount of room on if it was actually storage on my phone instead
Yeah.
of just cache on my app, right?
Hmm.
But
There you go.
yeah, because even if you take a bunch of pictures and videos, like I agree with you. Yeah, just have it on the cloud or Google Drive or Drive or whatever.
Hmm. Yeah. So, um, the everyone I think is hyped for this. I honestly think it's decent. I definitely wouldn't buy it, but you
No.
know, it doesn't seem like the worst thing in the world. Uh, the displays are pretty nice and stuff like that. But I found something out really interesting. Shannon showed me this. Do you know what trypophobia is?
Something that revolves around being afraid of threes.
No, you're close. So it's a being an aversion or fear of clusters of small holes, bumps, or patterns.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's what trypophobia is. And to show you, here are some of the. Here's a picture of what trypophobia is. So this causes fear in some people. This causes fear in some people. That even is just like really uncomfortable for me. Things like this. This really makes me uncomfortable. More because it's a skin thing rather than anything else. I hate that. So trypophobia is apparently being triggered by the iPhone 11 because the
Okay.
iPhone 11 has 2 or 3 different lenses on the back of the phone,
Yeah.
depending on the model you have. So that's really interesting. What are they even gonna do about that? They can't just take off a third lens or a second
No,
lens.
well, that's not Apple's fault. That's
No.
people just, buy a regular smartphone then if you or not a smartphone at all if you have that if you know you have that issue.
Like even this, like the Razer phone has 3 dots. They're not super close together, but they're kind of close. Like the
Yeah, exactly. Like my LG, I have top camera, bottom camera, and then my unlock is three right there.
yeah, there you go.
And then there's I don't even know if the flash.
hmm I
Those are
don't
right
think
beside each other as well. Like
the
so
like I don't know. It just seems really really fucking weird to me, and I don't understand it. But it sucks for people that want the new iPhone 11, but they can't handle the fact that there's a bunch of camera. Like I'm looking at these pictures, I'm getting really disgusted because these are actual like pictures of people. Like it's absolutely disgusting, and I do not want to look at this anymore. It is making.
well, close the screen then.
Ugh, I can't.
Over
It's like pimple popping. It's like it's
Eh?
gross, but you can't stop looking at it.
Nope, I can. I exit those right away. I hate
No,
those. Disgusting.
I like watching those. They're pretty fun. But anyways, that was just something interesting that I found about the iPhone 11.
Mm.
So if you have trypophobia, don't buy the iPhone 11. It's not going to be the phone for you. You might have to switch.
Advice.
Advice.
Advice from Jayden.
Yeah, there you go. Another good piece of advice: don't buy Apple. Buy
Yeah,
literally anything else.
go
They,
back to what was that episode? What 13 or something like that when you went on to a
the Apple stand rant.
the huge rant.
Oh, that was a classic, dude. That was a good episode. It's a good rant. I'm not gonna get into it again, but basically,
Not again.
nope, fuck Apple. Don't do
Yeah,
that shit. Oh yeah,
but like but again, like honestly, the new phone, it's the same thing. It's stupid expensive, just as every other iPhone has always been.
yeah,
But yeah, again, it's another innovation because you do have to admit that if it wasn't for the original iPhone, we wouldn't have the phones and technology like that we have now, right?
hmm
Because they were the ones who launched like the the iPod, and then the iPod Touch, and then transitioned to iPhone, right?
there
So
you go. Well,
that's why I try not to be as hateful towards it as you.
no, I just don't like it because it's like its own thing, which doesn't mesh with anything else. If it meshed with other things, it would be fine by me. Cause it's like cool. It's like, what's a good metaphor for this? I would say Lego versus Mega Bloks, but there is no substitute for Lego. Lego
Yeah.
is the number one brick building thing ever.
Well, yeah.
Nothing even comes close to it. So if anybody says Mega Bloks is better than Lego, then they are a Satanist and you shouldn't trust them. But you know, it's like PS4 and Xbox. If they could just play nice, I wouldn't have a preferential difference.
Mhm.
But they're both different in their own unique ways, and like some people prefer PlayStation, some people prefer Xbox, and I'm okay with that. Exactly. Davis prefers PlayStation. I prefer good games. So
Oh, we went down. We went down this hole before. That which system has better exclusives?
Nintendo.
Oh yeah, fuck off.
There you go.
Okay, let's segue.
Let's
because
segue.
We're just gonna start arguing.
We're gonna. I bet people would love that. No, fuck you, David. No, fuck off, Jayden.
And that's the end of the podcast.
And
No more podcast.
Yeah.
No friends off.
Friends off. But no, like you understand what I mean by that, right? Like
Yeah.
because they don't mesh together, and like 90% of the world runs off of like PCs rather than Macs. It's like, if Macs played nice with PCs and I wouldn't have to reformat hard drives and, have a different fucking mouse because the Apple mouse just doesn't make any sense, or only have one monitor because why the fuck should I only have one monitor when I can have 3 on my other computer? PC is much better. Fuck you, Apple. I'm not going to buy anything from you.
Okay. And that's Jayden's rant. We need to stop bringing up Apple products.
Yeah,
you're just gonna start screaming every time.
Just I have to associate
apples. Or continue bringing them up and have you scream and then have people laugh, be entertained by your screaming.
I like screaming, so I'd rather do the second option. But anyways, let's move on to our new segment. We decided to play a quick game of Would You Rather because I think like some of these it gets to know us a little bit better, and it is a lot of fun, and we'd like to know what you guys think as well. So I have a few for Davis, and then we can start thinking of new ones as we go along, or we can start thinking of new ones for new episodes. But I think we should do 3 this episode. So
cool.
Let's do 3. So let's see.
What are we literally? Yeah, are we defending ourselves? What's going on here?
Yeah. So you pick the one, and you have to explain why. Okay. And then there is no winner. It's just, even though my answer will always be right, there's no winner. You just explain it as best you can.
Such a smart ass.
Okay, so I think I know this answer, but I wanted to ask you a question about it. So, would you rather live in the Pokemon universe, or would you rather live in the Yu-Gi-Oh universe? I think I know your answer.
No, honestly, I'm thinking about this because I like the manga, like the anime of Yu-Gi-Oh better than Pokemon. But actually living in it,
yeah,
I honestly think it would be more fun. It would be better to live honestly in the Pokemon universe because there's more like credentials. Like looking at like Detective Pikachu, people had their own Pokemons to help do everyday tasks and stuff like that. Whereas Yu-Gi-Oh, it's essentially just a regular life where like unless you were the main cast, the main like 4 or 5 people.
Let's assume your main cast.
Okay, so going to main cast.
Yeah, so assuming you are Yami Yugi or you are Ash Ketchum, or from whichever Pokemon game, whichever.
Or region. Red or whatever.
Red or I think it's Sean.
What about Gary?
Gary, you want to be Gary, dude? You want to be that dick? I'd be Paul. Paul's a giant douchebag.
I don't know who that is.
He's from the season 4, like or from the Sinnoh region. He's literally all he does is he says, if the Pokemon are weak, I don't use them. So he literally will abandon Pokemon, or will just be like, yeah, fuck off, I don't want you anymore. And his catchphrase is, Pokemon, stand by for battle! And just like, he's such a dick about it. He doesn't smile. He's just like, fuck you, Paul! Oh. Piece of shit. But anyways, answer.
Based off of just main characters, yes, I would. Yeah, you're right. I'm pretty sure that you assumed. Yeah, because I think I like the idea, the Yu-Gi-Oh universe of being main character wise, just focusing on like the story of individual shows. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is more fun because like they went to an entire cyber world in the halfway through the first saga.
Went through the internet.
I am basing it off of original saga. Yeah. Like Yami and then not GX or one of the other things.
Yeah, not one of the other Yu-Gi-Oh series.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
never really watched those
Oh,
ones.
I have a good one for you after. Maybe we'll see. I think that
Okay,
might be a
so
one for another one. Would
your answer is Pokemon then?
easily Pokemon. Are you
Really?
kidding me? I want my Blaziken. I want my dream team of Lucario, Blaziken, Greninja, and Sceptile as the badass soloists on my team. With
Hmm.
like with like maybe a Staraptor and something else on my team.
You you would be okay with having animals in slavery?
That's not what it is though. It's a
Yeah.
it's a partnership. There are Pokemon slavers.
You enslave your Pokemon.
No, I don't
You make
enslave my
them
Pokemon.
you make them live in little. You turn them into data and make them live into a little ball.
I don't make them do it. It's just easier to do it, and if they want to stay out, that's fine by me. It just makes it so much easier when you don't have to expand your house by 6 different things, 100 or so more. But you can just have a farm as well. You can just have a farm and have them run around and stuff. So, or if I'm limited to one Pokemon, that's fine. I will just live with my Blaziken happily. Literally.
It'd be like Ash always gets electrocuted by Pikachu. You'd get caught on fire by Blaziken.
There you go.
Like
I'd just
you,
be burned all the time. Alright.
at least the Yu-Gi-Oh creatures can't actually hurt me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, okay, that's not true, but
Well, the the hologram versions.
Yeah, the
Only the
holographic.
god cards were able to actually create the actual
Yeah,
damage.
there you go. So, next one I have for you is, would you rather never watch a movie again, or would you never play a video game again?
Never play a video game again.
Yeah, that's what I thought, honestly.
I
was
don't I don't
Okay,
game that often.
yeah. Would you rather never play a sport again or never watch a movie again?
Never play a sport again
God
because
damn it.
well, depending on well,
Working out counts as a sport
oh,
because it's
okay,
physical activity.
I was gonna say working out count as a sport.
Hmm.
Well, because I like to working out count lets me be healthy though.
Yeah, so you either live an insanely unhealthy life, but you do what you love, which is making movies, and watching movies, or you can work out, but you can't watch movies again. But that
No,
still leaves
I'd
video
still
game.
yeah no I'd still never work out again because like I don't have to work out necessarily per se.
Hmm. You can leave
Uh,
a healthy lifestyle.
yeah, exactly. I still live like even without having to go to the gym, I still live pretty healthy. So and
Hmm.
like even yeah yeah I'd cut working out if I had to.
Hmm. Okay, I would say never watch a movie again because I should have clarified this too. Movies mean just movies. It doesn't mean TV shows. Doesn't mean uh live
Web
streams.
series, YouTube.
Yeah, anything like that. It just means movies. Because I wouldn't, if I never watched a movie again, that's kind of fine because I could just watch the movies on YouTube. Life hack.
Um,
Okay. But last one I have for you is this one does not revolve around movies and stuff. Let's say you have to have one of your limbs chopped off for the good of mankind. Would you rather have your arms cut off or your legs cut off?
um, legs
Yeah, legs easily.
because you could leg getting leg prosthetics nowadays is a lot easier than hands and
Hmm.
and arms.
Yeah.
Like you get a full arm thing. You have like they are developing like neurals where you can have robotic hands and stuff like that that connect to your mind and everything.
Yeah.
But like you don't necessarily need that for legs. Like legs, you would have them gone. You'd get it replaced. You can get it replaced with a everyday regular prosthetic,
Hmm.
or go into a wheelchair, or
Hmm.
there are more options with legs, I think, than with hands. Because hands you do everything with.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing that you can really do with
You
feet.
couldn't you couldn't game anymore.
Exactly. So like why would I ever choose legs?
Yeah.
It's not
Hands
like
is
I use my legs anyways. I just walk with them
yeah
with
there are a lot more options with
with arms than
yeah
there are with legs. Yeah. So before we
one
go, we have some last minute things to say.
Yeah, I finally got a new computer, even though. So we realized today that the camera on my old computer is better than my camera on my new computer.
Hmm.
And actually, I kind of talk about that a little bit because I am actually in the process of I made a unboxing video to go onto this channel. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, I don't know. I think it's kind of funny,
Hmm.
but I do go into the little bit of the specs of it and everything like that, and it's finally like everything basically besides the camera is a lot better. So
Hmm.
that's gonna be my little bit of detail into this before I go into it.
Woo!
Hopefully, that is going to be up by sometime this week.
Yep.
So that's
Perfect.
what I look. Keep your eyes and earballs out for
Earballs.
that. Yeah,
I
for
love my
that as well.
earballs.
Yeah,
My favorite. Anyways,
but so that will end it tonight for the M3 podcast. Hope you guys had fun. We will see you again next week.
yep, make sure you guys subscribe and like the video and let us know your thoughts on Twitter or in the comment section down below. All right, have fun. Having a good
Yeah.
night, you guys. Peace out. Thank you for listening. If you like this podcast, make sure to like and subscribe for more, and make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Links will be in the description.